We recognize and acknowledge the land on which University of the Arts stands as the ancestral homeland of the Lenape, a territory known as Lenapehoking. We take this opportunity together to honor the Lenape as the indigenous stewards of this land and to be mindful of the legacy of colonization, erasure, and oppression that informs the history of our nation, our city, and our institution. The presence and resilience of the Lenape continues to this day in Lenape nations spread across the country and continent through forcible displacement, as well as through individuals and communities representing the Lenape who remained in Lenapehoking. University of the Arts is committed to continuing and nurturing our relationship with the Lenape nation of Pennsylvania through friendship and collaboration that honors this land and the communities that it supports.
Good morning. Good morning. Thank you. My name is David Yager, and I have the privilege of serving as the President and CEO of the University of the Arts. It is my great pleasure and honor to formally open the University of the Arts' 145th commencement exercises. We have an incredible ceremony planned for you today, including several extraordinary guests. Also, this is my commencement since I'm retiring, so I'm joining you. So I'm going to take a video of everybody. And my favorite band, take a video there. Thank you for indulging me. As we begin, I ask you to stay standing and join me in welcoming the UArts Z-Band under the direction of Matt Gallagher and Jamie Kaufman, a graduating vocal performance major who will perform America the Beautiful. Following the performance, we'll hear Lift Every Voice and Sing, a new addition to our commencement tradition, performed by Sean Bobian, a graduating instrumental performance major, and Aaron Hill, a graduating vocal performance major, both from the School of Music.
Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountain majesties above the fruited plain. America, America, God shed his grace on thee and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea. America, America, God shed his grace on thee and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea.
Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring. Ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun, all our new day begun. Let us march on till victory is won. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun, all our new day begun. Let us march on till victory is won. Let us march on till victory is won. Yeah. Let us march on till victory is won.
Please be seated and join me in a round of applause for our Z-Band and vocal performance students. Before I begin with my address, I would like to take a moment to thank all of our performers, our faculty members and staff. So our faculty and staff, please rise, includes deans and everyone. And I'd like to also recognize our Board of Trustees, if they would please rise also. And then a special thank you to all the families, loved ones, friends, and supporters who have gathered here today for a very important day. Many of them have waited their whole life to watch their child graduate, and it's an important day for the families. I know that your pride for our graduates and all that they have accomplished rivals my own pride. This is truly a special day, one that I am deeply honored to be part of, and the joyful energy I've witnessed this morning has been incredible. So I want to thank everybody again. I'm celebrating today also, so we will continue. As many of you know, this is my final commencement as the university's president and CEO. So this is my graduation. As my time has begun to wind down, the most frequent question I've been asked is, besides how I plan to fill my day, has been focused on what are the best moments of my time here at UArts. That question has been posed to me often this year in many different ways, but my answer has remained unchanged. Undoubtedly, the highlight of my career has always been watching students grow and excel from the day they first set foot on campus up until and beyond the moment they graduate. For the past months, I've been fortunate to attend many exhibitions, performances, sometimes 2 in one night, and I've left all of them in awe of your talent, your vision, your determination, and the diversity of your voices. Though I may be watching from afar come this June, I can't wait to see what you achieve as the creatives tasked with reshaping our world through our common language of art. So to the class of 2023, let me be the first to offer you congratulations. You've all worked so hard and overcome amazing challenges. To name a few: monumental social change, economic upheaval, and a worldwide pandemic. In arriving at this pivotal moment, I cannot be more proud of you for working through all these difficult tasks. But now I ask you to take a brief moment, just a moment, to reflect on your achievements. Many of us are really good about thinking what's going on tomorrow, but not really good at reflecting upon what's happened. So if you all take a minute and pause and think about what the last 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, and 4 years, and where you've come from and where you are now. I know that's a lot to think about. I'm not very good at it either. As you can imagine, arriving at this period of my life has prompted plenty of contemplations and introspection. The entirety of my almost 50-year career has been spent in higher education, but I cannot recall a time when the sector has been under assault like it is today. Every day there are new headlines about politicians and self-appointed moral police pushing to ban books, exercise entire departments, and dismantle vital elements of curriculum and avenues of thought leadership. Those efforts, fueled by trite buzzwords and anger over misunderstood data points and the threat of change, are a blatant attempt to reverse the necessary progress we have made as a society and as universities. You might be wondering why I brought this up today on the date of your graduation. The reason is simple. Among the many accomplishments we have achieved as a community through our shared values of compassion and collaboration, the incredible work we have engaged in to make University of Arts a welcome place for everyone is perhaps the most meaningful to me on this day. Every person in this room, whether they are seated on the stage, helping behind the scenes, or among our audience, has played a critical role in supporting the most vulnerable members of our community. You'll forever have my deepest gratitude and admiration for your commitment to accelerating meaningful change on our campus and ensuring everyone in the room has the opportunity to share their voice. This work has been deeply meaningful for me and ranks highest among the things I'll miss about being at UArts. Under the guidance of Stephen Cirino, members of the Diversity, Equity, Inclusion, and Accessibility Committee and our students and faculty ambassadors have distilled a collection of aspirations into a cogent blueprint for continued evolution. Recently, the committee's work has culminated in a poignant inclusion and diversity statement. And for the first time, I'd like to share this with you, and I'd like Stephen to please come up and present it to you.
Thank you, President Yager, for all of your leadership and dedication to inclusion and diversity. Also, would like to thank our DEIA committee, Kelly and Yasmin, senior leadership, and the Board of Trustees for your collaboration towards developing our inclusion and diversity statement. So here it is. We believe the work of inclusion, accessibility, and equity is never complete, always in progress, and constantly evolving. We commit to continually revisit this text alongside our ongoing assessment of the values, practices, and policies that shape our university, as our charge as a creative community mandates that we embrace and initiate change. Guided by our mission to advance human creativity, the University of the Arts activates a culture where each person is valued within a community that recognizes, seeks, and celebrates differences. We make space for multiple ways of learning, being, and creating both within and beyond traditional learning environments. UArts recognizes the diverse challenges faced in building sustainable lives as artists, and we commit to creating pathways toward increased accessibility to vital, relevant, adaptive, affordable, and resilient creative study. We are committed to focusing on inclusion as central to the development of curriculum, pedagogy, and in our hiring practices. Creating an environment where all community members can thrive necessitates acknowledging our institution's past, its relationship to structures of inequality, while also facing the possibilities of a future with a sense of accountability, optimism, and resolve. We embrace our role as an incubator and hub for the creative life of the city of Philadelphia and our growing national and international collaborations. The responsibilities of our involvement in both local and global movements of creative world building include equipping students with the tools needed to confidently navigate art making in an increasingly interconnected and interdependent world. Thank you.
Thank you, Stephen. That statement and the new elements we've added to commencement represent a pivotal moment for our university. We've arrived at a decisive threshold in our work to shape a more inclusive and thriving community through years of hard work and collaboration. For nearly 150 years, our university has championed creativity and the highest aspirations of the arts. But so much work remains to be done. Terms like diversity, equity, inclusion, and accessibility cannot be just buzzwords. They must be backed up with reflection and meaningful action so that we can all benefit from our differences and grow together as a more resilient and beautiful community. I urge all of you as artists stepping out into the world now to carry this charge with you. Navigating the post-university landscape with your degree in hand and leaving this community is no doubt a daunting task. As an artist, you are expected to both recognize and heal our emotional wounds, absorb criticism graciously, and contribute readily to our broader cultural discourse. Simultaneously, you are dealing with the pervasiveness of social media and our constant interconnectedness, where carefully curated and perfectly manicured lives often leave us fearful of even a hint of imperfection. And as an artist, we must all have imperfection. As you embark on this phase of your life, I remind you that you'll always be part of the university community. I challenge you not to just carry UArts DNA with you, but to serve as a living embodiment of our values. As artists, you are the ones who are keenly positioned to be the catalyst to enact the change we want to see in the world. So as you navigate your creative lives, be active in your studio practices as well as outside of it. Work to energize the communities you find yourself in. Considering the world we live in today, we need you and your art to propel us forward while interpreting and giving meaning to our collective experiences. Again, to our graduates, it is my distinct pleasure to watch you grow as artists and stand with you one last time to celebrate our commencement. I recognize that each of you has met challenges and overcome obstacles to reach this moment, and I applaud you for your fortitude and resilience. I wish you all the best as you stand on the cusp of this transition. Congratulations to all of you, your families and friends who have supported you on this journey. Thank you. I now have the honor of introducing Judd Aaron, Chair of the University's Board of Trustees and a proud UArts alumni. Chair Aaron. Yes.
Wow, I love this room. It's great, isn't it? I'm Judd Aaron. As you know, I'm chair of the Board of Trustees of UArts. I'm also an alum, Bachelor of Arts in Saxophone Performance. Class of 81. That's 1981. For those of you who are doing the math. You know, one of the best decisions I ever made was to attend UArts. At the time I entered, it was actually Philadelphia College of Music. What I have a passion for, playing saxophone, I learned here. And I hope that over the course of your lives, you feel the same way, that one of the best decisions you made was to attend and to study and to pursue your passion at University of the Arts. You should all be really proud of what you've accomplished here. We witnessed your accomplishments, your final dance performances a few weeks ago at the Annenberg Center, which were just superb. Really superb. Last week's end-of-year concert by the Z Band and the Transfusion Ensemble and the Kaplan Theater. Going back a few months, the spring musical Head Over Heels at the Arts Bank, and the recent production of Hamlet at Gershman, and the many art gallery showings at Anderson Hall that we've all seen, and so much more. You should be proud, as I know that everyone here today is proud of you. And we want to thank your deans, your program directors, your professors, your instructors for teaching you so well and for preparing you to embark on careers as dancers, actors, musicians, artists. I'm not going to ask my fellow trustees to stand again because they did earlier, and we all have bad knees. But let me tell you why we serve as trustees, why we volunteer a great deal of time and donate significant resources to this university. We serve because you inspire us to do so. You inspire us with your talent and dedication, your ambition and enthusiasm, and most of all, you inspire us with your art. So from the Board of Trustees to the UArts class of 2023, congratulations. As David mentioned earlier, this is his final commencement as UArts President and CEO, and while today is all about celebrating our graduating students, I do want to take a moment to talk about David's tremendous impact on the university since he joined us 7 years ago in 2016. David has re-envisioned our campus with vibrant new learning environments and programs. He responded to our community's needs and established the Office, Directorship, and Committee for Diversity, Equity, Inclusion, and Accessibility. He launched and saw to fruition our first ever capital campaign, which raised more than $67 million. And those funds are used to support student success, to enhance the academic experience, and importantly, to upgrade our physical spaces. And when COVID-19 upended our world, David charted a course to successfully weather the pandemic while helping our students who needed it most. I could go on, but suffice it to say that as president for the past 7 years, David Yager has propelled our mission forward in meaningful and visible ways. So in recognition of his distinguished service, I'm pleased to announce that the Board of Trustees has voted to honor David with the status of President Emeritus. David, please. David, congratulations. It's a pleasure and an honor.
Thank you, Judd. I really appreciate it, and thank you to the board for that incredible honor. Each year, our faculty nominate outstanding individuals from their respective schools to deliver the valedictorian address. The students are asked to reflect on their experience at UArts and to offer words of encouragement to their fellow classmates. I now call on Jean Dickinson, a graduating illustration senior from the School of Design, to deliver the valedictorian student address.
Getting the papers in order. You know, I've had a couple people ask me if I've been nervous about this, and to that I say, not really. Can't be nervous when you're in front of people that you love. When I was in high school, I was known as the art kid. Being the art kid was my only claim to fame. Most of my identity had been centered about being recognized for what I do, which was to make art. When I got accepted into University of the Arts, I had a gut feeling that my identity was going to fall off the face of the earth. I had realized I was about to enter a school full of people who were the art kid, band kid, theater kid, and every other kid that was like me in high school. My family and friends helped me move into the dorms at Pine Hall, rest in peace. And when I said goodbye, I also felt like I was bidding farewell to any sense of notoriety that I had prior to that moment. But I was wrong. Quite the opposite happened, actually. During my time at University of the Arts, I have gained countless connections and friendships, more than I ever could have imagined. If you told me freshman year that I would have the opportunity to speak in front of my graduating class, that being here will actually be the most seen that I have felt in my entire life, I don't know if I would laugh, but I definitely would have cried. The reason I am able to stand here is because of the people who supported me along the way. Every day prior to when I entered University of the Arts, I had been seen as the art kid, yes, but every day after, I have been seen as an artist. Many of you might feel this as well. Suddenly, our lives went from our little bubbles of a teacher, underfunded arts programs, and a handful of other creative students, to a monumental amount of creativity, support, and artistry. Since coming to the university, my world has expanded tenfold. I had spent most of my life thinking that art was a solitude thing. But I had soon realized how important it is to be surrounded by creatives, to be able to flourish. I can think of many times I had felt that sense of community during my time here. But one stands out to me in particular. During finals week of my freshman year, I had gone to Anderson to work on my assignments late at night with a friend. Upon arriving there, we got to the 3rd floor and heard music coming from every room. All the lights were on. There were people roaming the halls, laughing and speaking. I hadn't realized that we weren't the only people up late working on our projects, that we weren't the only people who were as passionate about what we do. That fueled me in a way like I had never felt before. We spent the whole night critiquing, working, singing, and critiquing again. There's a picture of me from that night, covered in charcoal on my hands, knees, and face. I was laying next to a large final I had just finished on the concrete, taking a nap. My friends put a blanket on me to let me rest. That moment was when I realized I finally wasn't alone anymore. I was terrified when I decided to come to art school. My first thought on it was, what was I thinking? My last thought will be, I'm glad that I'm not the only art kid, because that would be pretty lonely. Now, I get to enter the creative world with all of you, and I do so with great confidence that we will do incredible things. I am excited for when I see my friends' names on the movie screen for the first time. Thrilled for when I see my friends' work on the covers of magazines. Ecstatic for when I hear about my friends' bands playing at grand venues. I see all of us on stages performing, working in front of and behind cameras, drawing out the next hit children's book, dancing in studios with a great view. I am one of the lucky people who will get to say, yeah, I knew them back in college. Sharing this experience with all of you is one of the things that I will carry with me for the rest of my life and will leave a lasting legacy. We will become the role models and goals of future artists, just as I'm sure you all have artists that you look up to. there will be a day in the future where a prospective student is choosing what art school to attend. They'll see us listed as the accomplished alumni of University of the Arts. And that will be the deciding factor. We have spent our time in this school looking to the future, and now we are the future. I look forward to what's to come of all of us creative kids. Thank you.
Thank you, Jean. And I remember being one of those creative kids also, so. The awarding of an honorary degrees is a tradition that dates back centuries, recognizing the extraordinary contributions of distinguished individuals to specific fields or to our society. This year, we are thrilled to recognize 3 extremely influential figures. The first is an artist, author, curator, and a UArts alum. Next, we'll honor a duo, collectors, connectors, who have greatly supported artists across the region. In all of their work, all 3 reflect our mission in the pursuit of creativity, collaboration, and innovation. And I am personally proud and very lucky to say that I consider all 3 to be my friends. Deborah Willis is a member of the UArts class of 1975. As an artist, author, and curator, her work is focused on cultural histories that envision the Black body, women, and gender. She is a celebrated photographer, acclaimed historian of photography, and a MacArthur and Guggenheim Fellow. Deb is also a university professor and chair of the Department of Photography and Imaging at the Tisch School of the Arts at NYU. When we announced that Deb would be receiving this honor, there was a post on social media. It was from one of our students who are graduating today, who was excited that the artist she studied in a freshman year class would actually be here speaking at their commencement. That is pretty amazing. Deb, we are so honored and glad to have you here with us today, but before we move ahead, let's all learn a little more about Deb.
I am Deb Willis, and I am a graduate of UArts. As an undergraduate student, I learned about the possibilities of how life could be transformed because of photography. The idea of questioning an image, questioning a narrative, creating a new narrative was central for me, and I found that at UArts. It's been an experience that I treasure. As a person interested in storytelling, I'm consciously looking for ways to expand a story about not only joy, but everyday life. And sometimes they're difficult stories to tell. We know that we're dealing with a lot of loss and a lot of grief during this time. I'm also interested in a collective story of people who are researching about absence. The Black photographers and their stories from the 18th century to the 21st century were absent from my history books. And so my exhibition is thinking about the archive of Black photographs, of images of Black people, but also creating this narrative that shares a story about a rising sun. And I'm using that narrative of a rising sun, that people who were enslaved in the 19th century, who stood in front of a camera because they believed that there was a future for Black people, that there will be a rising sun as a result of activism and political activism and social activism because of the 19th century. And that's why I think the arts are essential, to engage with others about politics, about beauty, about creating a new aesthetic. Teaching is my being. I'm interested in how students process, and it excites me because I see myself in them. And I'm excited about the possibilities of my future as I continue to work as a curator, a teacher, a photographer, and I think about storytelling through the difficult points and through the joyful moments. There's a way of processing, and I think the process has to do with movement and also writing, and that's why I think storytelling is really essential. And I think we can always start with a question.
I now ask Chair Aaron and Vice President Graney to join me for the awarding of Deb's honorary degree. Deb, will you please come forward? It's easy for you, I don't have to. Stay up for a second. I have to read the official. Okay. By virtue of the authority delegated to me by the Board of Trustees of the University of the Arts and from the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, I hereby confer upon Deborah Willis the degree of Doctor of Fine Arts, Honoris Causa, with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations, Dr. Willis.
Thank you. What an honor. I'm so excited. I'm tripping. This is really fantastic. And to see all of you here today, but to feel that I was there in 1975. So it's really an honor to be here. I'd like to first acknowledge your parents and grandparents. And if you could stand for like a second, or just wave your hand to say, thank you. Thank them for believing in your dream. Thank them. So I'm really pleased to be here. These are desperate times. That word desperate is an adjective, a description, and yet it can feel like a noun, something which feels more permanent. And in that way, and in many ways, it can feel like it's an adjective of change. And what word does an artist have to offer? Or tools do they hold on in their hands, eyes, tongue, to go to battle against such a word? I submit and stand before you today that one word and one word only, imagination. As long as artists have an imagination, they are free to reshape and reconsider what we want and need to be, and to take us there. And in doing that, show us our value, show us that our lives matter. Just to be here today, I remember well my graduation day. My then 75-year-old proud grandmother was in the audience. My parents, my uncle, my sisters. It was a dream come true because I wanted to attend University of the Arts, Philadelphia College of Arts since I was 10. Those steps grabbed me as I walked through there come walking through the streets of Philadelphia. Love, study, struggle. These are the words of Professor Robin D.G. Kelley that are also central to me. We must love the work that we are doing in pursuit of beauty and justice. And to do so, we must embrace the struggle and continue to study and participate in making our lives matter as well. My career has consistently been art-centered, and at the same time, being committed to making art, researching and sharing and writing, and asking questions. What can we learn from artists? Are the arts essential? They motivate me, these questions, and my work and my thinking. And when organizing an exhibition or a conference or writing a book or even preparing a new syllabus each semester, these questions guide and encourage me. I've always viewed artists as teachers and leaders because we are curious. We have a desire to make change and seek new possibilities. Amiri Baraka wrote that possibilities move us, and I strongly agree, just to think of the word possibility. As an artist and curator, I have sought to create an active role in creating exchanges and perspectives about art and culture, and how art engages with questions we face as a society today. My experience as an academic has reaffirmed my belief that the arts have a crucial role in playing and imagining new futures, especially in turbulent times such as these, whether they do so as creative practices that directly engage with social and environmental issues, or through quiet, focused in the studio, in the darkroom, in the lab, or as artists painting murals on buildings here in Philadelphia, or challenging injustices. The arts are essential in helping us think in subtle ways and in bold ways about what it is and can mean to be human. In 1955, my mother decided she wanted to be a beautician. She enrolled in the Apex Beauty School down on South Street, a block away from here. And I studied art and photography some 20 years later. My mom had three daughters, 4 sisters, sisters-in-law, aunts, and a mother and a grandmother, and nieces. All of them, including my dad, supported her interest in working in the beauty industry. In that shop, when my mom opened her doors to dreamers, church women, singers, dancers, domestic workers, thinkers, bankers, club women, quilters, musicians, artists, and their daughters, it was a place full of love, visual stimulation, from dozens of magazines to books to posters where women waited, caught up on the local and national news, the gossip, and place where women had a chance to be heard. This introduced me to a world of women's stories, which would assert itself in a prominent feature in my own creative practice. All these women were my surrogate babysitters, my role models, and my teachers. I remember sitting in that shop after Mom's graduation and reading the magazines and listening to stories. I recall picking up one book and noted the title, Men of Mark. And I was intrigued with that title. I quietly thought, what does it mean to leave a mark? These words planted themselves in my eyes from early on in a space what was dedicated to preserving, continuing, and extending the beauty of these women that sat in the chairs, defeating outside things that were bothering them and other things that they shared with my mom. And that's when I began to imagine my own place in preservation of beauty and how I would continue and how I would think about how would I leave my mark. I'm 12 years old thinking about how do I become a woman of mark. And I remember that quote, and I found it the other day. It says, I desire that the book, the writer, Reverend William Simmons says, I desire that the book shall be a help to students, male and female. Now this is 19th century, in the way of information concerning our great names. I knew early on that I wanted to tell visual stories and become a photographer. Visually, I read the pictures and began to imagine the text as early as age 7. I believe that that experience helped to shape my vision today. I grew up in a house filled with hope and hope-filled stories, music, art, and other forms of creativity found in the kitchen, in the living room, and at the sewing machine. I've always been sensitive to artistic expressions, and my passion has always been focused on photography and storytelling. I thought when I entered the Philadelphia College of Art, UArts, that I needed to pursue a dual career as a practicing artist, a scholar, focused on ways and careers of looking for ways to tell stories about Black photographers. That was because the lack of information on Black artists during that time. When I attended PCA, UArts, there were only 2 Black women in the photography program. I was confronted with a professor who informed me that I was taking up a good man's space. Can you imagine the dream of wanting to be an artist and a professor telling me that I was taking up a good man's space? I looked around the room, 18 men were in the classroom. And I said, silence, this man is not going to stop me. So I credit PCA and UArts with helping me to create a different community of artists, because I had to battle to keep my voice heard. And eventually I made a space for a good man, my son, Hank Willis Thomas. Google him. And speaking of a woman of mark, Octavia Butler wrote, "All that you touch, you change. All that you change changes you. The only lasting truth is change." I ran into an artist from DC recently, and she had been on my mind for a while. I've witnessed her develop as an artist, her voice, her vision. I asked her name is Nikisha Derrett, what did she think of me when she was a child hanging out at my house? Her response, she sent to me a few weeks ago, "I remember that I thought of I knew no one else like you. I remember you were," because I was a pain in the neck, Mom. And I remember, she says, "I remember you were surrounded by books and beautiful, humbled objects that held so much meaning. Every time I touched something, it was like I pressed the Hank activation button, and he would spring up and like a docent and say, 'You know what that is? That's so-and-so's bench. That's Josephine Baker's table.' I remember you writing and going places. I remember you loving your work. I had never met a grown-up who loved their work. In a word, I thought you were free. I love you and thank you for being free." My message as an artist has always been the same: in search of beauty. I communicate this message of beauty and thinking about how do we publish books and how do we change our future. Your contribution towards making a difference in the practice of art is crucial. We need your vision, your voices to continue to build on the foundation we know from our history of creating, writing, reading, and curating in the arts. Continue to uncover new interpretations in old texts and support and look for new and emerging artists. You are our future, as your speaker just said, our change agents. Imagine the possibilities. Just imagine 50 years ago, we would have never thought of hip hop as a canon. Because of its magic, there are numerous exhibitions celebrating the 50th anniversary. You have a warehouse of possibilities. Continue to make magic a reality. I met Sarah Vaughn Coleman's mom today, and she's a student in creative writing. Just the pride that she showed and shared with me about her daughter. I met Rachel and Ina in dance. Or Ina in dance. And they shared with me the classroom experience of studying my work. And I met their professor last night, and I just said, wow, it thrilled me to hear that. And it thrills me today to share this occasion with President David Yager, the graduating class, the administrators, the trustees, faculty, staff, family, and friends. Again, continue to find a seat at the table and make room for others. Now, know that there's a place for you at the table. Always know that there's a place for you behind the camera, and believe that you have a voice. And we believe we must have fun while we're making these changes. Thank you.
Thank you, Deb, for those inspiring words. I know you have to get back to New York because you have Tish's commencement this afternoon. So thank you for joining us. I know you're going to have to run out at some point. Our next honorary degree recipients are Michael Forman and Jennifer Rice. Both have made an incredible mark on the cultural fabric of Philadelphia by establishing the Forman Arts Initiative. The initiative is a platform to connect and support the region's artists and cultural organizations through performing, exhibitions, commissions, financial support, and advocacy. Michael and Jennifer are amazing art collectors with a great eye for selecting work. Recently, they have focused their work on emerging artists, artists of color, and women. Michael and Jennifer, thank you so much for your tireless support of artists, and thank you for joining us today. Again, let us turn our attention to the screen to learn a bit more about Michael and Jennifer's work and vision.
Hi, I'm Michael Forman, the founder and CEO of FS Investments. I'm a proud Philadelphian, and we're the co-founders of the Forman Arts Initiative.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Rice, longtime resident of Philadelphia, raised our 3 daughters here in the city, very active in arts and culture, and happy to be here.
So we started collecting, it was really just physical artwork.
As our interest grew, our passion for collecting grew, and we started focusing on abstract expressionists. We love collecting and supporting women artists, works by artists of color, artists that aren't necessarily established. And it's been fun, and it's been a journey.
It's really about building the ecosystem. And one of the things we did with the Forman Arts Initiative is we provided grants to emerging artists for them to use how they please, so to try to give back to the arts community and really help grow the community here in Philadelphia.
The artists and the organizations who have applied for our grants are working across all sorts of medium and very innovative and really interesting.
We're very broad in our scope, and one of the real passions that we have, and I particularly have, is for music. Mindful that this is one of the great homes of jazz, that John Coltrane was from Philadelphia, so something we're really interested in is really how do we continue to invest in music and in jazz and the arts and continue to grow the influence of all of those mediums across the city. We need to build a sense of community, and people need to feel like a rising tide raises all boats, to try to make this city more equitable, try to get folks speaking together, working together, moving the city forward is one of our goals.
I do see a piece of our future being more focused on the art that is happening in our city. I have a lot of hope for the future.
Next for us is continue to think about what our physical space will be like and really try to expand the cultural community here in Philadelphia, give back, promote emerging artists, promote important cultural institutions in Philadelphia.
I now ask Chair Aaron, Vice President Graney to join me for awarding of Michael and Jennifer's honorary degree. By virtue of the authority delegated to me by the Board of Trustees of the University of the Arts and from the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, I hereby confer upon Michael Forman and Jennifer Rice the degree of Doctor of Fine Arts honoris causa, with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations, Dr. Forman and Dr. Rice. Okay, next up, at each commencement, the President Awards are bestowed upon graduating students who over the course of their time at the university have demonstrated academic and artistic excellence of the highest order. Every award carries with it a $1,000 prize. I know it's a lot. And every year I'm faced with the incredible challenge of making a decision. And I always say these decisions could go in a lot of different directions, and I'm not a person who believes that one person is that much better, but since we have to make decisions, we do. The award winners will be surprised because they never know beforehand, so we might be surprised because they might not be here. So we'll give it a try. The President's Award for Cross-Disciplinary Excellence goes to a creative writing student who has developed rich and compelling work that bridges poetry, theater, and visual arts. Gina Rain Chung. Well, we're one for one. That's good. The President's Award for Outstanding Service to the Community goes to a student in illustration who has served as the engine behind our students' union new constitution and has demonstrated a passion for representation, equity, and diversity, Jean Dickinson. The President's Award for Excellence in Creative Practice goes to two students this year. One in the School of Music for her remarkable achievements as a vocal performer, capped off by a brilliant senior recital, Shannon Chua. And from the School of Dance for her exceptional accomplishments in the field of dance, Aaliyah Clay. Aaliyah Clay. The President's Award for Critical Inquiry goes to two students. The first in the School of Film for practice that brilliantly refers to and explores the history and culture of animation, Gavin Walters. And the second from the School of Dance for her deeply reflective choreography that incorporates investigation, exploration, and improvisation, Zoe Miller. Well, we did it. We got 6 out of 6. That was pretty good. One thing I will always remember from here, which seems obvious after years of being here, but coming from other institutions doesn't happen. It's the way all of you cheer on your other classmates' success. And that's amazing. It's fantastic as artists. It's unusual. And I really appreciate it. So give yourselves a round of applause. So yesterday at the graduate hooding and award ceremony, I recognized the winners of the President's Awards for Excellence, and they were awarded yesterday, but I do want to mention them. Alex Hine, MAT in Visual Arts. Courtney Henry, MFA in Dance. And Rose Weiss, MFA in Device Performance. Congratulations to all of our award winners. And now it's time to present the recipients of the President's Distinguished Teaching Awards. I now call on Vice President for Academic Affairs, Carol Graney, to present the recipients. Vice President Graney.
Thank you, President Yager. The President's Distinguished Teaching Awards are presented to one full-time and one part-time faculty member in recognition of their excellence and outstanding contributions to our university. Nominations are solicited from the faculty and current students. This year's recipients are Krista Apple, Associate Professor and Interim Program Director of Acting in the Ivor Bryn School of Theater Arts, and Lauren Weirty, Adjunct Associate Professor of Fine Arts in the School of Art. Professor Apple and Professor Weirty, will you please come forward? Please join me in recognizing these extraordinary faculty members whose teaching has such a positive impact on so many of our students.
Congratulations, Lauren and Krista. My tassel's getting all over the place, huh? Now the Z-Band, under the direction of Matt Gallagher and UArts graduating vocal performance majors, will perform a great UArts commencement tradition with a little help from my friends.
Would you stand up and walk out for me? Lend me your ear try not to sing out of key. Oh, I get by with help from my friends, by the little help from my friends. I'll get by the little help from my friends, by the little help from my friends.
What do I do when my love goes away?
Worry you to be alone.
No, no, no. Oh, how do I feel at the end of the day?
Are you sad because you're on your own?
No, I get on by with my friends.
My friends.
Oh, I get on by with my friends. I get on by with my friends.
I need somebody to love. Do you need
Yes, I'm certain that it happens all the time.
What do you see when you turn out the light?
I can't tell you, but I know that it's mine. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, 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 I'll get by.
Wow, what an incredible performance. Let's hear it again for UArts Transfusion Ensemble and vocalists. A little help from my friends is truly one of my favorite traditions. I've heard stories from graduates who say they look forward to auditioning for the honor at performing at commencement, and that is a competition that is fierce. So I want to thank all the performers and faculty members for your incredible work in carrying on this amazing tradition. We had a dinner last night, and then I went over to Chris's Jazz Club, and most of our musicians were playing there last night. After the first set, I said to them, you have to be here at 8:15 tomorrow morning, and they have a second set to go. So thank you all for waking up in the morning and getting here. I'm now pleased to present a special guest. Nigel Taylor, from the class of 2014, is the Associate Creative Director at Siegel & Gale, one of the most prestigious global branding agencies in New York. Please join me in welcoming Nigel back to our campus to deliver greetings on behalf of the Alumni Association. Nigel.
Good morning, class of 2023, and congratulations. On behalf of the University of the Arts, I'd like to officially welcome you to the Alumni Association. Today means many things to all of you, I'm sure. But if there's one thing I had to guess that today means to all of you, is that today is the end. The end of classes, the end of late nights, and the end of challenging times. But as we all know, nothing truly ever ends. I'd like to think of endings as the jumping off points for our next evolution. And although today marks the close of one major chapter in your life, please know, and I say this with confidence, each and every one of your stories is just beginning. I can say so because I was standing where you were today. To tell you a little bit about myself, when I graduated, I was at the top of my class with honors in graphic design. At the time, I felt as though I couldn't possibly go any higher. To me, I was at the top of my mountain. It was affirming until I realized all that I really achieved was making it to the base of the next mountain. The real journey was just beginning. After I stepped off that stage, I went back home. I returned to my high school job as a cashier at Walmart. I knew if I wanted the opportunity to utilize my degree and begin climbing the industry ladder, I needed to proactively plan and thoughtfully connect with peers and mentors in my industry. Fast forward a few months, I did secure my place as a designer in the agency world. Thanks to the university, I was fortunate enough to be able to navigate our network of alumni and the broader association of practitioners in my industry to land my first internship. Earning one's place in spaces where traditionally it's been hard to break through as a Black designer is not something I take lightly. I felt like it was my duty to carve out a path for anyone right behind me. If I was to build a career in my industry, I needed to make sure that I really broke through. I wanted to make sure that the things I did achieved the level of work that exemplified refined skill. I wanted my portfolio to be representative of the work that I aspired to do in the future, so that my track record stood out amongst my peers, and so I did that. I've been fortunate enough to design for many different types of companies. Throughout my journey, to name a few, I helped develop the new logo for Taco Bell. And I created the logo for Sesame Workshop, the nonprofit behind Sesame Street. And full circle, the first creative director I worked for in my first job was the person who designed Walmart's logo. But when I look back on how I got here, I must attribute it to not only my hard work and the pushing I did to get to where I am today, but also the backing of the university, the backing of its patrons, and the backing of the UArts community that paved the way for people like me to thrive. Which brings me to my final remarks. If there's one thing I know for certain, endings evolve into new beginnings when those who have come before us give back. Giving back can look a number of ways. You can give back by setting an example and inspiring others to be their best. You can give back by being an ally to others around you. You can give back by simply showing up and sharing your story. or you can give back by volunteering with the university's Alumni Council and by getting involved with admissions. When we as a community share our stories with the next generation of artists, we are choosing to propel each other forward. It is my sincerest hope that as all your stories unfold, that there is a chapter in there for those who will be sitting where you're sitting right now. Once again, congratulations, and I speak for everyone when I say, we look forward to seeing all the amazing things you will accomplish. Thank you, and onward.
Thank you, Nigel. It's now time to present the Silver Star Awards for Outstanding Alumni. These awards are presented annually to alumni of University of the Arts who have achieved professional distinction, as evidenced by their contributions to their chosen fields. Recipients of this award have made vital contributions to the cultural life of our nation and have helped to broaden the public's understanding and appreciation of the arts. First, to honor Dotty Attie from the class of 1959, I would like to welcome to the podium her nephew, Mike Attie, who is our program director for film, and along with Mike, Rebecca Sack, who is our program director for fine arts. So Mike and Rebecca.
Dotty Attie was born in Pennsauken, New Jersey in 1938. She received her BFA from Philadelphia College of Art in 1959, was a Beckman Fellow at the Brooklyn Museum of Art School, and attended the Art Students League. Dotty has long been an advocate for women in the arts. In 1972, she co-founded AIR Gallery, which was the first all-female cooperative artist gallery in the United States. At this time, Dotty began creating painting installations that borrow from art history, advertising, and popular culture as a means to explore syntax and narrative. In many ways, her work foreshadowed how we consume information in the digital age. Dotty's work has been exhibited extensively, both nationally and internationally, and she's represented by the PPOW Gallery in New York. Her paintings are in the collection of the Museum of Modern Art, the Whitney Museum of American Art, among others. She is a recipient of a Creative Council Public Service Grant from the New York State Council of the Arts and multiple National Endowment for the Arts grants. And in 2013, she was inducted to the National Academy of Design.
So actually, Dotty is my great aunt. I don't know if I could be considered a grand nephew, but as you know, Dotty and I share the same last name, and this is a very exciting honor for me to be able to present this award. Rebecca did a great job of explaining her significance to the art world, but now I get to explain her significance to me. So my family used to visit New York City in the 80s and 90s when New York was a very different and honestly like pretty exciting place. Stepping into Dottie's brownstone was like entering into another world. Her husband, David Attie, was a renowned photographer whose manipulations and experiments with processing and printing preceded the digital effects that we apply today with Photoshop. Her older son, Oliver, is a math prodigy, and other son, Eli, was a writing wonderkind who ascended through the office of Mayor Dickinson to the Clinton-Gore White House to West Wing, the television show. But it was Dottie's art that really intrigued me. As a child, and I wish that we had examples of it, but I guess you can look it up. Her name is very easy to remember. As a child, I felt like I probably should not be looking at this work, but of course I did anyway. I'm sure 10-year-old Mike couldn't grasp all the meanings and layers, but I knew it was saying something. The work is dark, at times gruesome, and seems to run in complete opposition to Dottie's warm and friendly personality. But it also reminds me now, in thinking about it, how art should make us uncomfortable and to question the structures that govern our world. For me, as a nascent filmmaker, her work spoke to the power of juxtaposition, irony, and a provocative use of off-screen space. This fall, I had the pleasure of telling Dotty that she was going to be awarded the Silver Star, to which she responded, "When I was a freshman at UArts, then PCA, I felt like I was where I belonged for the first time in my life. In elementary school, junior high school, and even at home, I never quite fit in. But here I found my comfort zone." It's a great pleasure to say that more than 50 years later, the same still holds true for our community. Thanks, Dotty.
Congratulations, Dotty. Thank you very much. Thank you. Our next Silver Star recipient, Clayton Reilly, received his Bachelor of Music in Instrumental Performance in 2006 and his Master of Arts in Music Education in 2021. I had the pleasure of sitting next to Clayton at dinner last night, and I asked Clayton, "So who have you been playing trumpet with since graduating in 2006? And when he told me who he's performed with, I was blown away. You're going to hear more about that. You'll hear all about that. So presenting the award to Clayton is Jenny Neff, Program Director for Music Education.
In 2006, Clayton Reilly graduated from the University of the Arts with a Bachelor of Music degree in trumpet performance, as you just learned. And within a year of graduating, he was selected to be a touring member of the Corinne Bailey Ray's band. His hard work and dedication to his craft continued to pay off as he spent the following 5 years on the road with John Legend. This incredible opportunity enabled Reilly to perform alongside notable artists such as Patti LaBelle, Stevie Wonder, and Natalie Cole. He appeared with Legend's band at famous arenas around the world, on morning and late night talk shows, and at President Barack Obama's second inaugural ball. Working with John Legend also opened the door for Clayton to learn more about the life on the other side of the studio wall. And in 2010, he co-founded and became the CEO of Philly Fat Boy Entertainment, LLC. He was signed as a producer of BMG Chrysalis Homeschool Records in a joint venture with Legend, and he worked with countless artists as a producer, vocal arranger, and songwriter. His first Grammy nomination came in 2011 in for the Best R&B Album category for Lettucey's Pieces of Me, followed by 2 more in 2012 for Best Urban Contemporary Album, Miguel's Kaleidoscope, and Best Rap Song Collaboration between John Legend and Ludacris. For tonight, Best You Ever Had. The latter, that song, went on went multi-platinum and spent 7 weeks at the top of the Billboard Adult Contemporary chart and earned him Soul Train's Ashford and Simpson Songwriters Award. Fresh off of this success, Clayton began working with Neo, who also served as his manager through Compound Entertainment from 2012 to 2015. And during this time, he produced 3 songs on Neo's Red album, Unconditional, Jealous, and Forever Now. Since then, Clayton has participated on panels for the Recording Academy, for which he is also an active voting member. But there was more. 14 years later, and you can imagine what we thought when he walked into our doors, we welcomed Clayton back to the University of the Arts as he completed his Master of Arts in Teaching degree in music education. Before he had even graduated from the program, he was offered a position with the Bethlehem Area School District in 2022, the district where he had grown up. His positive experiences as a student in the Bethlehem Area School District had helped give him the confidence he needed to pursue music professionally, and now he hopes to inspire the next generation in his role as an elementary music educator. And if you know Clayton at all, he's also very humble about all of this. So you can imagine your child's first experience with music being with someone like Clayton is going to be awesome. He shared in class one day with us, also in a very humble way, that Quincy Jones had told him one time that everyone should have a mentor and be a mentor. And we are glad that he returned to UArts, not only to seek out mentors and develop his art of teaching, but also to be a mentor to our students and now to his students in the classroom. He continues to make an impact on others through the lens of music, through teaching, composing, and recording. He makes the lives of those around him better while staying humble and growing as an individual. When he's not teaching and performing in the classroom, he can be heard at various venues all over the Lehigh Valley and abroad, working as both a solo jazz artist, studio musician, music producer, and collaborator. And finally, in a recent conversation with Clayton, he shared that he is grateful for all the lessons learned and connections he made at UArts, and he's deeply honored to be one of this year's Silver Star Award recipients. Congratulations, Clayton.
You're right. Now the moment we've all been waiting for. It is finally time for the presentation of diplomas. I now invite Krista Apple to the lectern. And I ask that the marshals and deans please take their positions.
All right, here we go. Doctor of Philosophy in Creativity, Rose Benson. Master of Art in Museum Studies, Adam Zielinski. Master of Arts in Teaching and Music Education, Jason Brazaban. Haley C. Butcher. Caitlin Hahnemann. Andrew Harker. John Hess. Daniel Horning. Alex Potagrossi. John Polanco Aviles. Ravi Sinarine. Master of Arts in Teaching in Visual Arts, Catherine Maria Carroza. Rachel Gran. Sophie Rose Semenza. Master of Education in Educational Program Design, Melinda Theelgis. Lauren Lawrence. Bachelor of Fine Arts in Craft and Material Studies, Jasmine Kelly, cum laude. Lauren Landrum. Melissa McBrien. Maple Young, cum laude. Joshun Zhao. Master of Fine Arts in Book Arts and Printmaking, Jingnan Chun. Cher Gao. Bachelor of Fine Arts in Creative Writing, Aaron Butler, magna cum laude. Mac Chandler, cum laude. China Rain Chung, magna cum laude. Sarah Coleman, magna cum laude. Courtney Dunn. Jules Hostetter, cum laude. Alexander Kahn, cum laude. Crystal Kino. Isabella McCall, cum laude. Claire Palmer, summa cum laude. Jake Payne, cum laude. Jay Smith, summa cum laude. Bachelor of Fine Arts in Fine Arts, Alison Bermudez. Camille Burrell. Catherine Doughton. Zainab Diamande. Mary Gilbert Ziatz, cum laude. Yalitza Gonzalez de la Peña. Akira Gordon. Kashana Logan, magna cum laude. Grace Plett, cum laude. Elizabeth Ramos, cum laude. Elena Rodriguez, cum laude. Melanie Ruggiero, magna cum laude. Trinity Russell. Olivia Schaefer, magna cum laude. Victoria Schwartz, magna cum laude. Alana Walters. Aaron Wilson. Bachelor of Fine Arts in Photography, Justin Henry, cum laude. Natalie Ionescu. Haley India Jackson, cum laude. Zaire Jackson. Jack Leach, magna cum laude. Zaira Nelson. Andrew O'Connor, cum laude. Leah Reso. Jaden Taylor. MFA in dance. Danita Clark. Emily Griffith. Courtney Henry. Eric Montes. Arabia Richardson. Akibo Bogobale Sanu. Uwazi Zamani. Bachelor of Fine Arts in Dance. Caroline Alcott, magna cum laude. Bailey Barrett, summa cum laude. Erica Bergquist, cum laude. Victoria Burlack. Alexis Blackshear, cum laude. Amanda Boyer, cum laude. Imani Butler. Alex Chappelle. Emily Civitella, summa cum laude. Aaliyah Clay, summa cum laude. Alexandra Cobb. Kiana Combs, cum laude. Isabella Crescenzi, magna cum laude. Emma DiCaprio, summa cum laude. Calliope Demos, cum laude. Rayona Dixon. Colin Everett, cum laude. Lucy Flippin, summa cum laude. Nicole Floor, summa cum laude. Aaron Forman, magna cum laude. Ada Marie Fugita, summa cum laude. Malagi Ayana Gallagher. Rose Gold, cum laude. Paris Nigel Nagai Gray, cum laude. Aaron Isaacs, magna cum laude with a minor in business. Shoshana Isaacs with a minor in photography. Mariana Jones, cum laude with a minor in business. Versailles Jones. Christian Kind with a minor in musical theater. Sarah Kramer, summa cum laude with a minor in musical theater. Maris, cum laude. Alessandra Martinez. Avery McGee, cum laude. Soraya Milland. Zoe Miller, summa cum laude. Nina Moore, summa cum laude. Grace Mork. Stanley Morrison. Leah Noel, magna cum laude. Imani Nowlin Jenkins. Emma Olivier, summa cum laude. Rachel Orgy, magna cum laude with a minor in photography. Indy Allison Payon. Caitlin Parrish, summa cum laude with a minor in photography. Paloma Parada, summa cum laude with a minor in art therapy. Kayla Ricketts, magna cum laude with a minor in business. Raquel Rodriguez. Tatiana Romig with a minor in business. Isabella Smallkais, cum laude. Caitlin Souls, summa cum laude with a minor in business. Emily Sutterfield. Catherine Seichman, summa cum laude. Serenity Taylor, summa cum laude with a minor in business. Viola Taylor, magna cum laude. Bailey Varner, summa cum laude with a minor in business. Kristen Vendel, magna cum laude with a minor in business. Lene Rose Watson. Cameron Wiggum. Jayla Atia Lorraine Wilson, cum laude. Brooke Winkleman, summa cum laude. Carly Woody, summa cum laude. Liv Wimes, magna cum laude. Harley Yon, summa cum laude. Master of Fine Arts in Museum Exhibition, Let me start again. Master of Fine Arts in Museum Exhibition Planning and Design. Gwendolyn Boyerla. Allie Dewey. Allison Hamburg. Ariana Ho. Bachelor of Fine Arts in Graphic Design. Rain Abrahams. Medafi Adagame, cum laude. Rakaya Al-Atharia, cum laude. Leon Baker. Christopher Barkley. Nicole Bain, cum laude. Olivia Choi. Layla Clark, cum laude. Rhea Doss. Vanessa Din, summa cum laude. Michaela Edwards. Sean Gibson. Tyler Hull. Amen Ibrahim. Onju Jung. Alexandria Kenny. Victoria King. Kayla Clavins, magna cum laude. Daniel Kravanosov, magna cum laude. Peter McLaughlin. Angel Natal, cum laude, with a minor in art education. Angelina Rodriguez. Ashley Scarabaggio. Jojo Scott, cum laude. Pascal Leon. Tyler Sipe. Manu Taylor, summa cum laude, with a minor in business. Levi Volpe, magna cum laude. Victoria Welch. Genevieve Whitrock, magna cum laude. Bachelor of Fine Arts in Illustration. Mia Amendola, cum laude. Julia Buckley, summa cum laude. Tony Chung, summa cum laude. Lucy Chaffee, summa cum laude with a minor in game art. Joseph Couche-Bosque. Ophelia Curcio. Shannon Serpak, magna cum laude. Jean Dickinson. Zoli Humphrey, cum laude. Holly Jansen, summa cum laude. Jasper Nelson, magna cum laude. William Quinn, magna cum laude with creative writing degree honors. Fabian Rojas. Mel Stoll, summa cum laude. Brianna Stratton. Victoria Trundle, summa cum laude. Damian Waters. Damian Waters. Kim Williams. Deanna Woolfolk. Michael Choi. Paige Conti, cum laude. Angel Crespo. Gabriella DeMarco, cum laude. Zoe Glover, cum laude. Krissa Hallisey. Carol Herwig. Tiffany Jackson, cum laude. Malcolm Jennings. E. Ham Lo. Kiara Miranda. Katrina Mortko, summa cum laude. Aaron Ordover. Leon Price. Elijah Rowe, cum laude. Kohaku Shiota Schlesinger, cum laude. Emma Settles. Christopher Singleton, cum laude. Gavin Walters, cum laude. Blake Wood. Bachelor of Fine Art in Film, Shamar Binns. Dawson Davey. Sarah Golcheski, cum laude. Cole Hurst, cum laude with a minor in songwriting. Layla Ibrahim. Cole Carriage. Daniel Rosendale, summa cum laude. Kevin Valentin. Annalise Wolford, cum laude. Demetria Zingoni, cum laude. Matthew Lee. Lee Steckel with a minor in figurative illustration. Robert Walls. Catherine Pedersen, magna cum laude. Kyle Andrade. Gianna DiMatteo, cum laude with a minor in illustration. Sully Lorino. Austin Schlechter, cum laude. Julia Villermet. Logan Malat, magna cum laude. Bachelor of Music in Instrumental Performance. Sean Del Rey Bobian, magna cum laude with a minor in music education. Dominique Burgess with a minor in music education. Luke Chesley, summa cum laude. Max Glazier. Samson Gutworth, cum laude. Rachel Nags, cum laude. Elias Cragseth, cum laude. Gregory Lee. Thomas Madigan. Aidan Reeves. Mason Rosenfeld, cum laude. William Schwarz. Music ed. Spencer Sivko, magna cum laude with a minor in music education. Harley Torres with a minor in music, business, entertainment technology. Bachelor of Music in Vocal Performance. Shannon Chua, summa cum laude. Tasia Green. Nydia Hamilton. Aaron Hill, cum laude. Akaya James. Jamie Kaufman, summa cum laude with a minor in music education. Paul Anthony Mariani III. Caitlin Marie Morris with a minor in music, business, entertainment technology. Chloe Pyle with a minor in music education. Sarah Strong, cum laude. Emily Videla. Bachelor of Science in Music Business, Entrepreneurship, and Technology. Madison Antes. Nico Bryant. Kyle Chirauki. Sawyer Klein. Persephone Michael Davis. Michael DiPietro. Christina Dye. Mel Eager. Victoria Hammersky. Ashley Harrison, summa cum laude with a dual degree in instrumental performance. Eric Jelke, cum laude. Jessica Mayer, summa cum laude. Mackenzie Markstein, summa cum laude. Silas McAllister Spooner. Kyla McBride. Alec McCarzel. Alexander Mercer. Chelsea Miller, magna cum laude. Nolan Moss, cum laude. Manami Nishizawa, summa cum laude. Kyle Noon, cum laude. Ariana Page Wilson, magna cum laude. Olivia Peranich, magna cum laude. Stephen Pittman. William Provine. Josh Ray, cum laude, with a dual degree in music composition. Sebastian Rote. Tyson Rogers. Zachary Roman. Anthony Santasuso. Molly Schechter. Kennedy Shaw with a minor in creative writing. Johar Snella. Alexander Jason Spangler, cum laude. Noah Uy, magna cum laude. Jair Washington. Bachelor of Fine Arts in Acting. M. Bailey Ammons, cum laude. Avi Hope Fiddler, summa cum laude. Aaron James Garrett, cum laude. Evisha Harry, cum laude. Kashawn McGee, cum laude. Nathaniel Miles McLean, magna cum laude. Charlie Nicolini, magna cum laude. Ezra Quinn with a minor in creative writing. Larnell Satchel. Straz. Benny Valencia. Jamaica Monet Wilson, magna cum laude. Bachelor of Fine Arts in Directing, Playwriting, and Production. Santi Castro. Ryan Kramer. Tyler Rosia Econia. Rose Farrell. Bryant Gipple Garcia, magna cum laude. Robin Hannebach. Ava A. Keppel, summa cum laude. Maxwell Sagarnik. Erica Scholes, magna cum laude. Callie Wagner. Bachelor of Fine Arts in Musical Theater. Becca Arancibia. Lena Batista, cum laude. Olivia Berkson, magna cum laude. Corinne Brock, magna cum laude. Francesca Caldwell, cum laude. Amy Chen. Lindsay Coffey, magna cum laude. Roberto Delgado, cum laude. Emma Ellis, summa cum laude. Kiara Fernandez, magna cum laude. Kayla Fitzgerald, summa cum laude. Elizabeth Gagnon, cum laude. Vanessa Gomez, cum laude. Leah Herman. Dallas Austin Jamar. Peter Kirby, cum laude. Ronnie Lee. Piper Lobach, summa cum laude, with a double major in directing, playwriting, and production. Sophia Marchese, cum laude. Catherine McQuail, magna cum laude. Alana Messier, magna cum laude. Joe O'Sullivan. Michael Ramallo, summa cum laude. Reilly Shore. Savannah Rose Caulfield Sung. Sierra Stallman, summa cum laude. Shannon Sullivan, summa cum laude. Yehudit Veron, cum laude. Bachelor of Fine Arts in Theater Design and Technology. Amanda Carano. Michael DeVito. Allison Friels, cum laude. Kelly McLaughlin. Maura McLaughlin.
We now begin the conferring of degrees and certificates. It is an honor and a privilege to join my colleagues in presenting the candidates for degrees and certificates from the School of Art, School of Dance, School of Design, School of Film, School of Music, and the Ira Brin School of Theater Arts, the Graduate and Professional Studies Program, and the PhD in Creativity. I now ask my colleagues to present the candidates in their respective schools and programs. Dr. Feinberg.
Would the candidate for the PhD in Creativity please rise if she's still here? There she is. And stay standing until all the degrees have been conferred. President Yager and Chair Aaron, I present to you the candidate for Doctor of Philosophy and certify that they have successfully completed the requirements of the degree they seek.
Hello. Would the candidates for the degrees in Graduate and Professional Studies please rise and remain standing until all of the degrees have been conferred? Stand. President Yager, Chair Aaron, I present to you the candidates for graduate certificates and the degrees of Master of Arts and Master of Arts in Education, and certify that they have successfully completed the requirements of the degrees they seek. Dean Oring.
Would the candidates for the degrees in art please rise and remain standing until all of the degrees have been conferred? Arts. Go Arts. President Yager, Chair Aaron, I present to you the candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Fine Arts and Master of Fine Arts, and certify that they have successfully completed the requirements of the degrees they seek. Dean Birchfeld.
Thank you. Would the candidates for the degrees in dance please rise and remain standing until all the degrees have been conferred? President Yager, Chair Aaron, I present to you the candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Fine Arts and Master of Fine Arts, and certify that they have successfully completed the requirements for the degrees they seek. Dean Toshe.
Would the candidates for degrees in design please rise and remain standing until all the degrees have been conferred? President Yager, Chair Aaron, I present to you the candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Fine Arts and Master of Fine Arts, and certify that they have successfully completed the requirements of the degrees they seek. Dean Skoog.
Would the candidates for degrees in film please rise and remain standing until all of the degrees have been conferred? Are we up? President Yager and Chair Aaron, I present to you the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Fine Arts and certify that they have successfully completed the requirements of the degrees they seek. Dean Hayden.
All right. Right on. Would the candidates for degrees in music please rise and remain standing until all the degrees have been conferred? President Yager, Chair Aaron, I present to you the candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Music, Bachelor of Science, and Master of Music, and certify that they have successfully completed the requirements of the degrees they seek. Dean Alvaro.
Would the candidates for degrees in theater please rise and remain standing until all of the degrees have been conferred? President Yager, Chair Aaron, I present to you the candidates for graduate certificates and the Bachelors of Fine Arts and Master of Fine Arts, and certify that they have successfully completed the requirements of the degrees they seek.
President Yager, Chair Aaron, I present to you the University of the Arts, class of 2023.
By virtue of the authority delegated to me by the Board of Trustees of the University of the Arts and from the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, I hereby confer upon these degree candidates the doctorate, master's degree, bachelor's degree, certificate, or diploma in their respective fields.
On my mark, you know what happens now. All students will switch the tassels on their caps from right to left, signifying that you have received your diploma and you've achieved the honored status of graduates. Ready? Do it.
I want to be the first to congratulate our graduates, thank their parents, guardians, grandparents, friends, relatives, and supporters for being with us on this very special day. Please join me in applauding your supporters. This brings us to the end of commencement. Please join us in Hamilton Hall for a reception immediately following the ceremony, and I ask that you stay standing for the recessional and remain in place till all the people on the stage have moved along. Thank you and congratulations.